Welcome everyone to this month's Astrocolorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. So before we get started, do remember to subscribe to my love letter. Grab your free color kit at bit.ly/color kit. Find out what your true colors are. So the idea of the Astrocolorscope is that I take 3 crystals, gems from my crystal bag here, for each star sign, throw them into a circle of houses, of the 12 houses, see where they land, and then read the color, the crystals, and the house for the influences for your month ahead. I'm also going to take a bead from my bead bag for an extra color, just to see what is flavoring your month. And finally, because we like threes, I like everything in threes, we're going to take a card from this tarot deck. This is the Voyager deck. And these are collages of images. So what I'll ask you to do for your star sign is to take a look at the card and see what you are most attracted to in that card, and then ask yourself, what does that mean? And then allow the information to come through. So before we get started, just a little bit about what's coming up astrologically. So we have Mercury retrograde, which is always seems to be happening, doesn't it? But that Mercury retrograde, when it comes in, and especially right now because we're going through Aquarius, certainly for part of February, the Mercury retrograde just helps you to go inside of yourself. It doesn't always have to be like super bad. But you might find with this particular retrograde motion, because Venus is also in Aquarius, and there's Mercury, and there's 2 new moons that are Aquarius as well. One of them was in January, the other one's coming up in February, which is a big deal. That this is a really transformative time, and it's almost like, and there's another transit, which is Uranus, Pluto, and that's of course continuing through our lives at the moment. It's going to culminate in March, and that energy, it's almost like we're needing to let go of anything that has held us back and really come into this place of freedom. And I feel that relationships are going to be big, letting go of old relationships coming back into our lives, and maybe they're going to be mirrors for us to see what has to shift before we can get to that place of success. We're also in Jupiter retrograde as well until April, and this has been going on since December, so you may find that financially things have been a little bit stuck, or something's been stuck around your work, or ways of bringing abundance into your life. So if that abundance is about friendships, then it's going to shift. It just might take a little bit of time, and maybe until April as well, not to like put that into your mind to create it in your life, but just have it at the back of your mind that it is going to shift for you. It can shift right now, but it may take until April for that to happen. All right, so let's get started with our crystals. Okay, Aquarius, yours is really interesting. So you have, not that everybody isn't interesting, you have this peach aventurine that went into your 2nd house, and this is the 2nd chakra energy. So the 2nd house is the money and how you think about, how you feel about your possessions. It's also, because it's the 2nd, because it's the number 2, I feel that it's linking with your 2nd chakra. So I feel that there's a connection with your childhood, with children, with play, with sex, with your sensuality, with addictions as well. And I feel that those are all coming into play over this month. Notice it's orange. It's a yellowy orange golden color. The 2nd stone that came up is this obsidian, yellow gold obsidian, and this went into your 7th house. This is a house of relationships. 7 is the crown chakra and linking to the divine, opening up to your purpose, let's say. With the obsidian, with yellow, it's linking with your solar plexus. So we're going from the sacral center into the solar plexus, and it's about being empowered. So about being in relationships, being empowered. What empowers you? Where does your power come from? Yellow. Then we go to the 8th house. Do you see? We have this golden quartz that went into your 8th house, which is opposite the 2nd house. So they look very similar, don't they? So with the golden quartz, you know, whenever it's gold, it's about wisdom, and it's about opening up to a higher dimension, a higher level of being, etc. But it has that orange energy in it. It's the 8th house, which is about legacies and possessions, other people's possessions, death, rebirth. Can sometimes be about inheritance as well, and money coming to you. But this is highly emotional. The bead that came up for you is yellow. We're seeing a trend, right? So yellow, again, is that solar plexus. It's your power. It's your fear as well. What do you fear? What is standing in the way of your success? How can you access your power? So all of these, I'm sure you can see that all at the same time, all of these are saying that this is an incredibly emotional and powerful time for you. It's connecting to what you own. It's also connecting to how you feel about yourself and how others feel about you around you, your relationships and your proximity to people that could be influential in your life and can help you with that power source. So I feel that all of these, because they're orange and yellow all at the same time, you are working on that sacral center, you're working on your solar plexus, you're working at coming into this place where you let go of your addictions, you let go of emotions that have maybe stood in your way since childhood, since you were very young. And because it's the 2nd house, the 1st house is about yourself, and that 2nd house, it's almost like you're stepping out of the door a little bit more, you know, and testing the waters. So I feel as if there has been a particular emotion that has been stuck in your psyche, and that has been a protective energy for you, and you are now going to release that protective energy, and you're going to come into your power. There is a sense of you coming into your power. So you may have built up a load of stuff around you, looking at all the stuff in my room, but you may have built up a load of stuff around you. You may even have put weight on to pad yourself as well. And now you're going to be releasing that or shifting something around it so that you can come into your power, so that you can really embrace your power. And this is going to affect your relationships. So this could be love relationships, but because it's yellow, it can often be about competitive relationships as well. So it's almost like you're getting a second steam, is that right? Second wind. So it's full steam ahead for you. Yellow is an incredibly successful energy. So this to me is all saying you're coming into a leadership place, and you're coming into that place where you are willing to be in your power and you're willing to be seen. Yellow is a color of being seen. So let's see what card you get as well. Kind of excited. Ooh, you get the 3 of Wands. So this is compassion. The 3 of Wands is compassion. So see what's in that card, see what you are most attracted to in the card, and then ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? Now, when I look at this, the most obvious thing is that hand right in the center, the golden hand. And I think it's not so much the hand as the as the color of it, the golden energy. So I feel that this is saying that you have the ability to direct your life. Everybody does. But this is the most fabulous month for you, for direction, for moving things in the right direction, provided you let go of your fear. That's the most important thing. Yellow is a color of fear. All your fears are going to come up, but there's a potential here for incredible success. So go for it. Okay, that's it for this month's Astrocolorscope. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do remember to grab my free colour kit at bit.ly/colour kit. And also check out the jewellery in my store. These are some new pieces I'll be putting into my store, store.sealwithlove.com. I look forward to seeing you next month. And of course, do leave me a comment below and let me know if the Astrocolorscope resonated with you, and please share it with your friends. Thank you so much. Coloricious blessings to you. Bye.